The sun warmed the quiet wetlands, casting a golden glow over the serene landscape. Cattails swayed gently in the breeze, their soft rustling adding to the tranquility of the scene. This peaceful place was Kaito's home, a sanctuary of calm and beauty. Kaito was a young heron with sleek grey feathers that shimmered in the sunlight. He longed to catch fish, his eyes always scanning the water's surface for a sign of movement. Every day he watched other herons. They stood so still, like statues, waiting patiently for their prey. Kaito tried to copy them, practicing the art of stillness with all his might.
Kaito would perch on a log, balancing carefully as he tried to remain motionless. He would stare into the water, his gaze intense and focused. But he couldn't stay still for long. His legs would wobble and his neck would twitch uncontrollably. He wanted to catch a fish so badly. His hunger and eagerness made it hard to stay still. But every time he moved, the fish would dart away, leaving him frustrated and hungry. He didn't understand why he couldn't be like the other herons, who seemed to catch fish with such ease and grace.
One day, Kaito saw a heron he had never seen before. The bird seemed out of place, yet it exuded a sense of calm and wisdom that drew Kaito in. He had never encountered such a majestic creature in this wetland. The heron stood on a rock. He was very still, almost as if he were a statue. His stillness was mesmerizing, and Kaito couldn't help but be captivated by the bird's presence. He had wise, golden eyes that seemed to hold the secrets of the world. Kaito hopped closer, feeling a strange connection to the heron. It was as if the bird could see into his soul.
"Excuse me," Kaito said, his voice trembling slightly. "My name is Kaito." He felt a bit silly talking to a bird, but something told him this heron was different. "I'm trying to catch a fish," he continued, hoping the heron would understand his plight. He had been struggling for hours without any success. "But I can't seem to stay still. Can you help me?" Kaito asked, feeling a mix of frustration and hope. He had heard stories of wise animals, but never thought he'd meet one.
The wise heron smiled, a gentle and knowing smile that seemed to say he understood Kaito's struggles. It was a smile that promised guidance and wisdom.
"Hello, Kaito," he said in a calm, soothing voice. "My name is Akira." The heron's voice was like a gentle breeze, calming Kaito's nerves. "Patience is the key to fishing," Akira continued. He demonstrated by standing perfectly still, waiting for the right moment to strike. "You must learn to be one with the water," Akira advised. "Feel its flow, its rhythm. Let it guide your movements. Become invisible to your prey," he added. "Blend in with your surroundings so that the fish do not see you as a threat."
Kaito listened intently, absorbing every word. He realized that fishing was not just about catching fish, but about understanding nature and becoming a part of it. He wanted to learn Akira's secrets, to become as wise and patient as the heron. He felt a newfound determination to master the art of fishing.
Akira continued, "Empty your mind of worries. Let go of your frustrations and anxieties. Only then can you truly connect with the water. Let the flow of the water guide you," he said. "Trust in the natural rhythm of the world, and you will find success."
Kaito tried to follow Akira's advice. He practiced standing still. He tried to empty his mind, but it was hard. He felt antsy. He saw a fish swimming below. Kaito couldn't help himself. He lunged for the fish, but he was too quick. The fish swam away.
Kaito sighed. He felt discouraged. He went back to Akira. "I'm trying, Akira," he said, "but I'm not having any luck. I don't think I can do this."
Akira shook his head gently. "Patience, young one," he said. "It takes time and practice. Don't give up."
Kaito was starting to lose hope. He had been trying for days, but the fish seemed to elude him. Every attempt felt like a failure, and his patience was wearing thin. He watched Akira catch fish effortlessly. It didn't seem fair. Akira made it look so easy, as if the fish were just waiting to be caught by him. One day, Kaito sat on the riverbank feeling the weight of his frustration. He couldn't understand why he was struggling so much. He watched the water flow, its gentle movement calming his restless mind. The river seemed to have a life of its own, moving with purpose and grace. He thought about Akira's words, which echoed in his mind like a mantra.
"Become one with the water. Feel its rhythm, its flow."
Kaito took a deep breath. He closed his eyes, trying to connect with the river on a deeper level. He tried to feel the water around him, its coolness, its movement. He let it wash over his senses. He imagined himself as part of the river, flowing effortlessly without resistance. He let go of his frustration, releasing the tension that had built up inside him. He let go of his desire to catch a fish. Kaito opened his eyes. He felt different. He felt calm. He felt patient. The river had taught him something profound. He understood what Akira meant. It wasn't just about catching fish. It wasn't just about standing still. It was about becoming part of the natural flow. It was about trusting the flow of the universe and finding peace within it. Kaito smiled, feeling a newfound sense of harmony. Kaito decided to try again. He found a quiet spot on a log. He stood very still. He waited. He felt no impatience. He felt no frustration. He was one with the water. A fish swam by. Kaito didn't even think, he simply reacted. He struck with his beak. He caught the fish.
I caught it. I finally did it.
Kaito was overjoyed. He had finally done it. He thanked Akira for his wisdom.
You did well, Kaito. Remember, patience is key.
From that day on, Kaito was a different heron. He was patient, he was successful, he never went hungry again. Kaito never forgot Akira's lessons. He taught other young herons the importance of patience. He told them to trust the timing of the universe. The other herons admired Kaito. They learned from his example. The wetlands became a place of peace and abundance.
Remember, it's not just about waiting. It's about trusting. Trusting the process, trusting the journey, and trusting in yourself.
And it all started with a young heron named Kaito. He learned that patience was not just about waiting, it was about trusting.